out onto the street in front of our building, you can see the world famous Lisbon Tram 28 passing down below. My name is Buena and welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna take you on that tram to see the historical sites of Lisbon. Come and join us! Japan has its bullet trains, New York has its subway, Venice has its gondolas, Manila has its jeepneys, but Lisbon has its beautiful, quirky, antique wooden trams. We are going to take a step back to the 1930s for a trip on Lisbon's Tram 28 full of romance, nostalgia, history, and amazing sights. We are so lucky because there is a Tram 28 stop right outside our apartment, and today we're going to take a ride in the iconic streetcar. I have decided to wear an outfit to stay cool in the sun, including a skirt color coordinated in yellow to match the trams, while having a clothes bag to keep any pickpockets away. When we arrive at Martimonish, amazingly, there is virtually no queue, probably due to COVID-19. And we straight get onto the first tram to arrive, paying just €6.40 for a day pass, allowing us to hop on and off wherever we fancy throughout the journey. We start off passing through Anjoush, which is a lively, multicultural part of the city, recently nominated by Time Out as the world's coolest neighborhood. This area also has the second longest queues in Lisbon after those for Tram 28. Outside the renowned Ramirez restaurant, a real institution where you can spend a gut-busting couple of hours attacking mouth-watering clams, prawns, crabs, and every type of imaginable seafood. But this area is also where to come to for fabulous Nepalese cuisine, incredibly cheap clothes, laid-back drinks, and snacks in the Plaza Intendant. The most famous is Tram 28, which takes a 7-kilometer route from Martimonish to Campo Urique, passing through many of the best tourist sites in Lisbon: Graça, Alfama, Baixa Siado, Estrela. It is such a great route that nowadays tourists flock to ride on it so that the queues can become rather long but always full of local and foreign characters, so that it is difficult to get bored. Once on board, you can hop off at the various interesting viewpoints and attractions and then hop back on to continue the adventure. Next, we take a sharp right turn up our first hill to Graça. This area is truly Portuguese, with a bustling high street packed with family-run shops and cafes, and a non-stop cinema of Portuguese life on the streets. This area also boasts the Church of São Vicente de Fora is one of the highlights. Nearby, you can also visit the lively Feira da Ladra, or flea market, held every Tuesday and Saturday morning. We carry on climbing up scarily narrow streets to Portas do Sol in Alfama. This is a very popular and scenic plaza where many people get off to have a coffee and do Instagram shots of the jaw-dropping views over the Tejo estuary. There are two breathtaking viewpoints, Miradouro das Portas do Sol and Miradouro de Santa Luzia, which offer astonishing angles over the red rooftops and the pastel-colored houses of Alfama. This is also the location of the Museo de Artes Decorativas and closest stop for Castelo São Jorge, although there is another calorie-killing climb to do before arriving at the top. Alfama is full of restaurants where you can eat and drink well, while listening to live fado music and songs, the sad and haunting music of the people of Lisbon in centuries past with broken hearts of love, lost or betrayed, or of those left at home while their men went off on long sea voyage or to war. Lisbon has 5 historic tram routes with 40 vintage rattle-and-roll streetcars which Lisboners use as public transport to go up and down the steep hills, grazing the sides in narrow streets, taking impossibly sharp turns and all the while making the characteristic symphony of warning bells, screeching brakes, and rumbling wheels. It may be scorching hot outside, but the old-fashioned windows of the tram light up so that the whole car is airy and breezy as it rattles through the streets. The little yellow Remodelado trams date from the 1930s and are bursting with traditional charm, from the original dials and levers through to the uncomfortable polished wood benches. These trams are called Remodelado or remodeled because they were upgraded with improved brakes and electrics during the 1990s. Some visitors may think that the brakes are sometimes too good. In another city, these trams would be housed in a museum, but here in Lisbon, they are a key part of the public transport network, giving access to areas which would otherwise be inaccessible due to narrow, steep streets. Now we go downhill along the Rua Conceição, located on the southern side of the historic Baixasiado district, with its buildings and streets reconstructed on a regular grid after the Great Earthquake of 1755. Baixasiado, now a tourist magnet, which is close to the pedestrianized street of Rua de Augusta and the Praça do Comércio, Lisbon's finest plaza. Next up is gorgeous Estrela, a calm and prosperous district. The tram stops in front of the imposing Basilica de Estrela with its ornate Baroque facade and huge domed roof. Get off here for another cooling and calming visit inside the world-famous building. Then opposite the Basilica is the pleasant Jardim da Estrela, a popular park among Portuguese families and a great place to relax after a long day of sightseeing. Finally, it is journey's end at Praxeres in Campo Urique. The tram trundles around and gets ready for the return journey, and so we decide to take the same tram back to where we started. On we go to Sao Bento, the setting for the Portuguese Parliament building, which is housed in the Grand Assembleia da República. This is rather underrated and little visited district of Lisbon, but it is well worthy of a detour from the common tourist areas. Firstly, there are the incredibly beautiful and irresistible handcrafted and painted Portuguesa ceramics, all at very reasonable prices. Then, there are the shops selling unbelievably ranges of products made from natural cork. Everything from chic handbags to table settings to wallets to cork clothing, just incredible. Tram 28 rumbles on to stop outside the ancient and beautiful Cathedral and St. Anthony Church. St. Anthony is the patron saint of Lisbon, along with lovers and lost causes, and the Igreja do Santo Antonio was constructed on his birthplace. Cathedral famously combines Romanesque, Gothic, and Baroque architectural styles. So here you can hop off and enter the beautiful and tranquil cool of these inspiring places of worship. Carrying on the roller coaster journey, we now go up to the Praça Luís de Camões. This is the main plaza of Bairro Alto, a chaotic and hectic plaza where there is always something going on. The narrow streets of Bairro Alto come alive at night with funky bars and trendy hangouts, and at the weekends the socializing spills out onto the streets. The district has imposed a closing time of 2 a.m. to try to control the chaos, and this is when most revelers head to Caix do Sud, which will be the subject of the later episode of this vlog. retracing our steps for a cool, relaxing 1-hour ride before choosing one of the 2 uber cool rooftop bars in Martinique for a delicious, relaxing sundowner, and then an unbelievably inexpensive but super seafood dinner at Restaurante Cova Funda. Blaze!
Hope you like it. Please don't forget to like, to leave a comment, and of course to subscribe. That's it's still far.
Just wait. Okay,
Yeah.
now.
And that's the end of the video, guys. I hope you like it. Please don't forget to like, to subscribe, and of course leave a comment. So at the end of that journey, this is what I'm waiting for. Food. Look at this. So I've ordered robalo, in French, bar, in English, sea bream. No, it is? It is sea bream. It is nice. So, yes, and there's a squid. Yeah,
Cuttlefish.
Cuttlefish.
Chokosh.
Cuttlefish with
Onion and ink.
good luck.
And lots and lots of
Rice. Oh my god. Cheese.